Hey. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm dropping the link, sir. Like the name Shits and Giggles. I love that. Hello, Shits and Giggles. Hello, Kay.
You don't think any of these people are here?
All right. Sorry about that, guys. Minor glitch. Hello, single mom. Shalima. John, are you coming up or not? Deb L. We're glad you're listening, Truth and Justice. Glad you're here. We'd be doing a whole lot better if John would hurry up and get his butt up here. You'd think he's an old man, slow as he's moving. Oh, there he is.
Stop hot flashes without drugs or hormones, and with just the touch of a
Randy, you seen the remote?
I get to be in charge.
What?
It just works. Buy now at a risk-free guarantee ensures you love it for your money back. Order yours now at emberways.com.
Interesting. What are you listening to? Wow. Everything went silent. Linda Wilson, hello. We're glad you're listening. John will be right here, guys. He's having difficulties too, evidently. Thank you, single mom. Glad to hear it. Hello, Charlie K. Pink Sparkle. Well, guys, we're just sitting here waiting a few minutes, letting everybody get in here. It's only 3 minutes in. I know you got 3 minutes. It's okay. You good. It's a night of sacrifices, so pay me much. Don't pay me much. So pay me much attention. Oh, wow. Mid-month moon phases. And Jen says, I promise you and John with both get the respect y'all deserve this evening because I ain't playing with the rude shit. Boy, Bulldog's coming out tonight. Hello, Tina. Rapunzel. Glad to see everybody in here tonight. And they're still coming. Everybody's wanting to know about the legend, ain't they? What is it you say, John, or Charlie, when you introduce John? Hello, Relo, and Karma. I couldn't remember exactly how you said it, Charlie. I was trying to put it in the description and the title, but I couldn't remember exactly how you said it. Hello, Jen Sparky. Corey, hey. I do too, single mom. That name is killer. Shits and giggles. I love it. Mr. Davis.
God, Nana, that sucks. I have my shit all set up and I'm all crazy.
What happened?
Do you got the other angle where we're side by side and it's wider? Can you do that on? Yeah, that one.
There you go.
Let me see which way it might be. Go this way, I think. No, other way. Other way. Other way. Bam! What's up, Nana? Oh, shit.
Not much.
Ron B on it. Everybody's going to be confused.
I know. That's the first thing I thought when you said that.
How's everybody doing?
We're doing good. Are you through
got,
using
Nana?
your... Huh?
How many we got so far?
Right now, 50.
All right, I'll take 50.
Oh, yeah. Within 4 minutes, there was 45 in here.
Sweet. Hi, everybody. No filter. Charlie K. Miss Tonge. Corey Edwards. Rapunzel. Blissfulness. Shits and Giggles. Love the name. Deb Elgin. Sparky. What's up? What's up?
Everybody's showing John the love.
What's up?
So what did you think of the title? Did you ever read it? And
No.
the description?
Haven't seen
Really?
it. Yeah, I just clicked on it.
I wrote that specifically for you, and I was so proud of it too.
Well, thank you. What was it? What did it say?
I don't know. JDTC, this is your story. Come join us, meet the man, and find out where the legend come from or something like that. And then I'll bring in.
I can
Go
share
ahead.
my screen, Nana.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man. I might have to try something. Go ahead and talk for a minute, Nana. Let me try something real quick.
Okay. Anyways, it was hang on. I'm proud of what I wrote, so I've got to share it.
Say hi.
Hey,
Hi, Miss Brandy.
I'm over here. I don't have makeup on, so I'm not on camera.
You're fine.
She didn't have the 6 airs to be on camera.
No, and it's
Well-
for you. It's your interview.
Well, you're sort of part of him too, so. Okay, it said this is what it says. It says, JDTC, this is your story. Come join us as we find out who the man is and where the legend come from.
Oh,
JDTC will be telling us about where he came from, how he met his lovely bride, and some about his pride and joy, his 3 beautiful children, and how he started his channel. Hope you all come and join and have fun with us, as we always do when John Davis is in the house.
That's awesome, Nana. Thank you.
that's nice. Very nice.
I was proud of it. That just
Good
sort of
job.
came up.
Good job.
You still there,
Thank
Nana?
you. Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. What does my screen look like right now? Are you seeing all my stuff?
Just you and your background.
Okay, good. I'm gonna show
Yeah,
you.
we can see it all.
I'm gonna show you something.
It's your story, darling. You show us whatever you want to show us.
I hope this works. Can you still just see me?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Still?
Yeah, we have 60 in chat now, John.
Shit. Hold on.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to share my screen with her and show her pictures. You can go ahead and ask me stuff, Nana, while I'm figuring this out.
Okay, what was it like back in 1902 when you were born?
It's rough. Shit was rough. Depression coming in about 10, 15 years. Things weren't good.
Wow.
Yeah.
I need to turn this down. You've got me turned down over somewhere.
Who does?
You do. I hear an echo.
But it ain't me.
Well, I don't have one.
I'm telling you, it ain't me.
Oh, wait a minute. It might be. Okay. There we go. We got it fixed. Okay. No, seriously. Do you want to tell us how truly old you are now? I mean, how young you are? Seeing how that's been one of the discussions.
I am 47.
No, you're not.
Well, I'm 47 on August 10th.
Okay. And how did you meet your lovely bride?
My sister-in-law, who had been married to my brother, God, not long, right? A couple years, maybe, if that.
Yeah.
She worked with Brandy at a nursing home. They were CNAs.
Ah.
And she told me, she's like, because she is a fixer, and I was a project back in the day. And she was always trying to set me up with nice girls because I think she thought I went out with bad girls. And she was like, you want to go out with this girl? And I was like, why not? I'll do it. And anyway, the girl I was supposed to go out with had just broken up with her boyfriend. And it turned out she stood it up, or she told Melissa she couldn't make it. She had got back with her boyfriend. And this is right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Melissa said, well, I got another friend, and the other friend was Brandy.
Yeah. And I just had broken up with my 2-year-old relationship.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So were you a troubled teen when you were a kid?
Yes, bad. I'm embarrassed of the things I did in my teen years and my early 20s, probably.
Any good funny stories you could tell us besides the one where you dressed up like a female?
I don't know. God, man, you put me on the spot.
Well, that's what an interview's for.
One night, well, this ain't funny, but it's I don't know. One night, me and my buddies were out drinking, and we was in this big ass van. So there's 8 of us, loaded down. And I had to go back to my house to get my ID because we was going to the bar. Well, this was 11, 12 o'clock at night, and we had been drinking probably since 6. So everybody was pretty soused except for the driver. We did have a sober driver. And we pulled into the house development where my mom and dad lived. And a lot of the houses look very similar, right?
Yeah.
So, and this dude had only been to my house once. So he pulls up, I get out of the van, I walk up to the front door, I open the door, I walk in, I take a right, damn, right there's my bedroom, I open the door, I flip on the lights, and bam! I am in she looks to be about 12-year-old girl's bedroom.
Oh, Jesus.
Of my neighbor.
He could have got shot.
Oh, John.
And the weird thing was, it took a second to hit me because I'm sitting there looking around the bedroom and I'm like, damn, what have they done? How did they manage to move all my shit around and paint? And then I see the little girl and I'm like, oh my God, I'm in the wrong house. So I flipped the light switch back off. I did a quick U-turn, walked my ass right out the front door, and thanked God that her daddy didn't shoot me. And it would have been deserved.
Did anybody ever find out about it?
Mm-mm. No.
Oh, wow. That's got to be, that's worse than trying to get in somebody else's car in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And
Jeez.
think about it. Think about if you're that little girl's dad, and you wake up in the middle of the night and see me standing in her bedroom. And I was tipsy already. He'd have probably beat me to death.
Yes, he would have. How old were you?
I want to say 21, 22.
Oh man, you were grown.
Yeah.
Holy crap, John.
But see, I didn't have my first kid till I was 30.
Yeah, tell us about that. Tell us about your pride and joys.
Well, my oldest pride and joy is Bradley. Me and Brandy been dating about a month. And throughout high school, sports, etc., and a long dating history, I had never had a kid. I had one scare one time, and it turned out to just be a scare. And me and Brandy had been together about a month, and she's like, we need to talk. And she shows up to me, and I was like, oh hell. Then got me a crazy one. She's gonna try to track me by lying about being pregnant. I mean, don't get me wrong. I really cared about her already after a month. We were tight, wasn't we?
Mm-hmm.
And but I initially thought she was just pulling the trap.
Oh wow.
But I was over the moon because I was convinced I couldn't have children. I'd been kicked in the balls so many times, and you know, I had rolled the dice so many times and never had a kid. I was convinced I couldn't have kids. So, you know, it was awesome for me.
Right.
Not as awesome for Brandy. She was in the middle of nursing school, like to be an RN, and 2020, right? 20?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, you were 20 because I remember when you turned 21, you couldn't drink because what?
Nothing.
Don't tell what.
Then they know how old I am.
Oh my
No, I
God.
don't care.
You're 28.
I was 20.
You're 28, Brandy. It's okay.
There you go.
Anyway, she turned 21 while she was pregnant and couldn't drink, and she was mad because she wanted to go buy her a brew.
I had to drop out of nursing school. I was going to go back, but I never did.
We tried hard though. Me and Brandy, and you got to tell the truth. Who helped you study
Yeah.
hours?
The LPN, that's the hardest year. It's a hard year of school if you get through that.
They compress it.
Everything in a year.
She went to like a program
Wow.
where it was like,
A year for everything.
yeah, a year for everything.
But
to
you
be
can
an
only
RN.
miss 4 days of the whole year.
Yeah.
Where I was pregnant, there's no way I could have done it, so I had to drop out.
Oh, well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Because it was like Monday through Friday, 7 to 3, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Something like that. I mean, it was hardcore. And, you know, with doctor's appointments and all that, there's no way.
But you worked. John had a good job.
Yeah, I had a really good job, so it wasn't a big deal.
Is he a really good dad, Brandy? I mean, we know we don't have to ask that, but
Oh yeah,
is he,
he's a good dad. He does
Did he-
everything I do.
did he change the poopy diapers?
I've changed
yeah.
as many as she has,
Yeah. He has.
maybe more.
Yeah.
I figured that. I really did.
And you know what was so weird was when this happened, you can ask Brandy, I was probably, I would definitely say I might have been an alcoholic.
Yeah.
And after I found out we was having my son, I quit drinking like that. I never missed it, never got sick. And I think it was God's intervention or something, because the way I was able to just stop drinking and give it away and never thought about it, never had no DTs or nothing, because I drank a lot. I worked swing shift, and I worked like 4 on 4 off, 48 hours every week. And after work, I would drink a 6-pack every day, and I just quit like it wasn't nothing. It was amazing. I really feel like it was divine intervention, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What were you doing? What was your job?
I was a shipping manager at a place that makes siding for houses. That's where I started. When I was 18, I started working in a warehouse. And by the time I was 23, I was the supervisor of the warehouse.
That's awesome.
My dad installed a hell of a work ethic in me. My dad would work in the summer. We would roof houses or whatever. We'd remodel houses every summer when I was off school. And he worked the dog shit out of me. And from that, if I just give 3/4 of the effort I had to give working with my dad, people were blown away.
Right.
You
You've talked about it before. Do you want to go into detail about any of that?
what?
About your dad?
Yeah, my dad died 2 years ago from cancer. He had cancer pretty much in about every organ you have.
Oh wow.
He had a kidney removed. He already had a kidney removed because of that. And then, after that, the doctor had told him there was still signs of the cells or something in his blood work.
Yeah, they couldn't find it.
And they couldn't find where it was at. Well, he goes back like a few months later for his checkup, and it's everywhere. So
Right.
I feel like the doctors really screwed my dad because he was a veteran, he was going to the VA, and I have nothing but good things to say about the VA. But I feel like they knew cancer. If they knew he had cancer, they should have tried harder to find it.
Right.
And anyway, that's why, when I find out people lie about having cancer, it makes me extremely pissed off.
Right.
Because I've seen my grandpa died of cancer also. He had liver cancer, and he was down to 80 pounds and looked like he was pregnant where his liver had swollen so much. And, I seen my dad go through the exact same thing. So that's why I'm really touchy about finding out people are claiming to have cancer and then end up don't having it. That's probably the most disgusting thing you can do, in my opinion.
Right. I've had to deal with that a couple of times too.
Mm-hmm. I know you told me that story and it pissed me off. That dude's an asshole.
Yeah.
I watched my dad, who was the strongest man in the world to me, and you can ask Brandy, I don't have respect for any man hardly, but I had so much respect for my dad. When I was 45 years old, I still felt like a teenager around him,
Right.
and he just withered away. I got pictures of him near the end, and it's amazing what cancer can do to you.
Yeah.
Well,
what's Brandy like? Is Brandy a good wife? Or is she one of them crazy women that you bring home to your mom?
A little of both. She has some crazy in her, but it's not like the bad crazy.
It's like the crazy that keeps you on track, right?
Well, yeah. But I don't know.
Brandy, he can't get in no trouble for any answers he gives, okay?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't care. Tell the truth.
I'm telling the truth. I'm letting it rip. Go get me another coffee while you just sitting there watching me being.
Oh,
yeah. Move your ass, woman.
John.
That's how it works in my house, Nana.
Yeah, right.
Hey, you see the JD behind me, right?
You better watch
Yeah,
people
I see that.
keeping me locked up in the closet.
Hey, y'all know I'm playing. I don't act like that.
We know that. Okay, you tell us about your kids. Well, I mean, what you feel comfortable saying.
Okay. Like I said, my first kid was a boy, Bradley. He's 17 now. He's an artist, and he's extremely talented. He had a picture. How old was Bradley when the thing went to Concord, where he did so good?
Right, how old were you?
I still got it. I should have had it out to show you.
Right here.
How old was you, Bradley, when your picture got put up at Concord? 7. Bradley's not much of a talker.
Yeah, he won't hardly talk to you.
He used to talk to Dad every day. Now Dad's a weirdo.
We get one.
Honey, he's a teenager.
Yep.
Of course you're a weirdo. You won't change from a weirdo until he's about 25.
Right. Yeah. You know what? And that, since we was talking about my dad, I wanted to say too, that was the best thing. Is the last probably 3 years of my life, I mowed my dad's grass and helped him do stuff, and we had a great relationship. And that's why that Benny Keys thing kind of got to me a little bit, because I was thinking, that girl no matter how bad the dude is, he's still her dad. And I I am so glad that me and my dad were on really good terms when he passed, because I feel like I would have the guilt of forever on my conscience if it wouldn't have been like that.
Right. I got 2 really weird questions for you, okay?
Good.
All
Go.
right. One, do you eat Cuban food?
No,
Do you like it?
never had it.
Never had it. Okay.
Mm-mm.
2, are you undercover for any kind of law enforcement?
No. My brother was law enforcement. All my friends called him a pig, said he smelled like bacon every time he come around.
Oh, wow.
No, but I love the police. I'm a big believer in the police. I think the police get too much grief. And
Yeah.
I am pro back the blue.
But you're not undercover.
No. I've thought about trying to get a private investigator's license, actually. You know?
Oh, I know another good one that I've been wanting to ask you. Your all-time hero. Well, okay, what kind of movies do you like watching? Put it that way first.
Me and Brandy are big time on like the era when there were knights and stuff like that.
Right. Do you
So
watch
we're-
westerns though?
I have seen quite a few, yes.
Are you Clint Eastwood and John Wayne fan? Are you a fan of them?
Oh God, that's so funny you said that.
What?
Do you know what I was named when I was born?
What? Maurice?
John Wayne.
Yeah, that was his birth name,
That was my birth name.
John Wayne.
Awesome.
He got adopted and they changed it.
Yeah, I was adopted and my mom changed it. My
So what
real
is it?
mom.
What is it now?
It's none of your damn business is what it is. I ain't putting that
I've
shit out
never
there.
heard anybody name that.
Name
Wow.
what?
What
John
an
Wayne.
interesting name.
Well, it's not John Wayne anymore. It's John David now.
Oh, okay. John David. The reason I asked that is because I was discussing with somebody one day about people with your type of personality normally are Western fans,
Mhm.
and they actually like Clint Eastwood and John Wayne because your personality sort of reminds me of them.
I love Unforgiven.
Oh, that's one I haven't watched, I don't think. Clint Eastwood?
Yes,
Okay.
because he's kind of old in that, but he is such the badass. It's got the best scene ever, probably. I love Tombstone. I was hooked on that for years.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yes, of course.
No,
I've seen
you
it.
have not, or you would have said,
Yes, I
"Yeah, I love it."
No, I do. I like it. But I like some of his. I don't like Every Which Way But Loose and all that stuff. I like his Western movies way back when. You know.
Have you seen Tombstone?
Yes, I've seen Tombstone, but I've seen several Tombstones.
Oh, shit, Nana.
What?
Why, Johnny
Several.
Ringo? You look like somebody just walked over your grave.
No, I don't think I've watched that one.
Yeah, it's dead on. Ask Chad. Chad, have y'all seen Tombstone? Did I nail it? I'm pretty sure.
I've never watched it.
My son turned me on to Cobra Kai. Have
I
you watched
cannot
it?
watch- No, I've not watched any of it.
Oh, it's pretty decent.
It reminds me of the Karate Kid.
That's what it is. But it's
That's
good.
what I thought. It's the bad people in Karate Kid.
You remember Johnny, the dude he kicked in the face at the very
Yeah,
end?
the
of first
blonde.
one?
The blonde.
That,
Yeah.
that's who the star is, and he is awesome.
Do you know in the real life story, that kid was the actual good kid and the Karate Kid was the bully? In the true life story of the Karate Kid.
No, Nan, I didn't see the true story.
Well, it's true. Don't
She
act
said
like,
so, Nana.
oh, you're so mean.
Let's do
Anyways,
that.
you keep talking about your oldest son. You never go past him.
All right, the second one Because me and Brandy was thinking the first one's going to need somebody to hang out with, right?
Right.
So we had number 2. And I really thought, because I didn't think I'd get a boy the first try. So I was like, okay, this is for sure going to be a girl. And then turns out he's a boy. And he is 2 years younger than my oldest son, right? Yeah. And he's the football player. He's weightlifting right now. He's don't let him know this, but he could probably take me.
Oh, wow.
He's a big boy.
Big boy. 220. And I'm telling you, his calves are as big as my head. Easy.
He might have the brawn, but he don't have the brains to take Dad yet.
Oh, no.
That's
He's
the
never
thing.
made below a 98 on a report card.
He's a genius.
Yeah, but how many fights has he been in? But how many has Dad been in?
Well,
Dad has the experience.
I could
Right.
still take him. Don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure if it come down to it,
I don't think it would. He's a good kid.
he's a good boy, though. Both of my boys are good
Yeah,
boys.
they are.
You know?
We
Yeah.
don't hear a lot about him. We hear a lot more about Taylor, but we understand because she's a girl and she's the baby, and she's still little.
And she likes to be on camera.
Yeah,
If
she
we
likes
let
to.
her, she'd sit right here beside me the whole time and talk to y'all.
So she takes after you, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We saw you checking in the mirror, you know, when you come on you were trying to act like it was the camera, but we know you were looking in the mirror.
I was trying to show y'all a picture of Taylor earlier that my sister-in-law made it up. She put a
Yeah.
picture of me when I was like 5 and then a picture of Taylor when she's 5, and it is crazy how much she looks like me.
Tell me about her. When did we have? How long? Or yeah.
Well, let's see. Taylor is, help me out here, Brandy, 7 years younger.
No,
Right.
8 years. Well,
No, 7.
8 and 4. She'll be 15. So
She's 8 and he's 15, right?
almost 15.
He's almost 15. 6.5 years younger than my
Right.
youngest son. So there's a huge gap in between.
About 7.
And
Right.
I'm sure you can figure out how well that works because she's got my personality. She's ornery as shit. So she picks on my boys all the time. And she ain't having fun until she's being chased. Let's say that.
Okay, so let's move on forward a little bit. When did you get interested in true crime? Not the YouTube thing, but just literally true crime.
I've always been about it. I've always been like amazed by the Green River Killer, Bundy, all that stuff, right?
What about have you ever watched The Ghost of Highway 20?
No.
You need to watch it.
Stop.
Um,
Stop when we get that.
what's wrong?
Try to cuss up those.
Where's we at, Nana? I'm sorry, I got lost.
The Ghosts of Highway 20. Have you ever watched it?
I've never seen that.
You need to look it up. It is awesome.
I started out on like when me and Brandy first got together, we was all about court TV on like Cold Case Files. What was the other ones? Forensic Files. I loved all that stuff. And you know, and then there's the other cases that are older, like Kyron Horman. I was really into that. I've got documents on that I don't know what to do with because I definitely don't want to hurt Desiree. And you'd be shocked by what I was sent on that. It's kind of wild, but I still haven't decided what's the best thing to do with it. But anyway, that's all. Go ahead.
Redo them and put them out on your channel. Retell the story.
Well, the stuff I have, I've never heard before, but the source I got it from told me if I wanted to put it out there, I could. But I want to be really careful because I think Kyron's mom is probably one of the best parents of a missing child as far as I hate to do something that hurt her.
Right.
And this is kind of borderline on something like that.
Oh.
Anyway,
I don't think.
eventually I got to do something with it because I think it should be known, but it's a whole thing. But anyway, you know, I got started with like him, and then there was Dior Coons. You know
Yeah.
Dior, right?
Oh yeah.
Me and Brandy have probably spent days back and forth on what happened to him. And that's what kind of got me into it a lot. And then I started, eventually got down to where I was making videos on YouTube just like goofing off. Like my video that got the most views to begin with was called Going to McDonald's. And it was me doing kind of an impersonation of Brandy, how she would go to McDonald's and act like she's never been there before. What do you want, Brandy? I don't know. Let me look at the menu. Let me look at the menu. And I'm always like, the damn menu don't change. It's been the same for 50 years. It'll be the same for 50 more.
I'm a Libra. I can never make a decision.
And I don't know what happened with that video, but one night I was playing around and I looked and that thing had like 500 views. And for me back then, that was like, wow, you know? And me and Brandon watched a lot of YouTube. And of course, that's how we got introduced to the summerwells thing.
Right.
And when I started watching that, you know, I had a YouTube channel, kind of, because I was playing around. But, you know, the first interview I seen with donwells, I was like, this just all seems so wrong to me. And
Right.
I felt like the representation was poor, and I wanted to put it out there, and Brandy was kind of like, you should do that, you should try it. You know, we had watched other people, so she's like, you could do that. I was like, well, I'll give it a shot, we'll see how it goes. And you know, here we are.
Well, I think you do a really damn good job.
I tell you, I try, you know, I try to be creative and do stuff that other people ain't doing. And, you know, my production has been way off lately because I'm not going to beat a dead horse, you know?
Right.
I don't see how some people can just make video after video after video and nothing's happening. Well, not a lot. You know what I'm saying? Some people are putting out tons.
4 videos a day.
Tons of them.
Let me tell you something, and I'm not cracking on no creator, especially this one. And some of you may have seen this video today, but it just amazed me. It's a video of, it says summerwells 365 seconds. And literally, it's a clock ticking, and about every 10 seconds or so, it shows a picture and it tells you what the date is. For 365 seconds.
My God. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen
Now,
it.
I mean, talk about reaching for the stars there. Come on.
Well,
Reaching.
yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. You can only regurgitate the same shit so much. You know, like every now and then after maybe a little something's come out, something will hit me. But I'm not going to do it just to do it. So
Right.
what I've been doing is like me and Brandy did a reaction video coming out tomorrow. John Davis True Crime. Watch that shit. It's good. And what we started doing was just making videos about stuff that's not super important, but it gives us a chance to put pictures out there. And I've started adding different missing kids to the ends of my videos. So it makes me feel like, you know, that's something I'm doing anyway to help.
Right.
Give their information, their tip line and that kind of stuff on every video is what I've been doing, but I'm going to continue to.
Right. Are you ready to take a few questions?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Y'all want to throw some questions up this way?
Let's keep it clean.
Nothing is off the table, but it cannot be crude, rude, or disrespectful. Or Jen is going to throw you out.
I think I'd prefer rude.
Rude?
Yeah, I'll take a rude one.
Okay, well, Remain Calm says, it's a comment. She says, thank you, John Davis.
Thank you. You're welcome. I like Remain Calm. I feel a lot of her.
Uhtred Uhtred.
Oh, the question about Uhtred? Uhtred
It
is,
just says Uhtred.
but it has a question mark.
Okay.
Oh, Harley, really?
That was Harley, their dog.
That was Harley. If you've watched a lot of me, you've seen Harley before.
Okay. Well, what tells us about Uhtred?
Uhtred is the character I play when me and Brandy role play.
No way.
He's a Scottish warrior and a straight badass, and she thinks he's the hottest thing since sliced
Jax.
bread.
Crowley's over here laughing. He's never smiled before.
And that's who Uhtred is. It's called The Last Kingdom. It's on Netflix. If say any of you ladies and your husband's kind of bored, need some ideas, watch it, imitate it, live it.
Uhtred is John Davis's alter ego.
Yes. Thank you.
Charlie K wants to know if you were undercover, would you answer yes?
Yes.
If you were undercover?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That keep you off your game. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, okay. I got you. Oh, here we go. Charlotte says, I agree. John would make a great private investigator.
You know, I don't have a degree like the wife. You know, Brandy's got two, but I've had a few psychology classes, and I feel like that was the most interesting classes I've ever had in my life. And I swear, I think it gets your critical thinking skills improved. I think it helped me. I'd like to be a private investigator, but I haven't checked in to see how much of a pain in the ass it is. I'm sure it's some.
Okay, Jen Sparky wants to know where I live, which I live in Tennessee. You don't have to say it, but she wants to know where you and Brandy live.
We live in West Virginia.
West Virginia, Jen. Okay. Charlie K says that's a good answer, by the way, John.
Thank you.
Tina says Riley says hi, and you're famous getting interviewed.
Oh, hey, Riley. How's it going, buddy?
Hey, Riley.
Having a good summer? Riley's my buddy.
Yeah, I haven't seen Tina in a while.
Nettles says, what's different? You look so much younger today.
I shaved it up. Brandy don't like it. She says I look like a 10-year-old.
No, I think he does look younger, but I don't like him.
Can you see the soul patch?
Little bit. Yeah, it's just not real dark.
All my hair is either gray or blonde. But it's covered good. I dyed it one time. It looked awesome, didn't it? Have me some, what do you call it?
Remain Calm says, then would you really be undercover if you say you're undercover?
I don't know. Would you?
I put a question. It's mine. It's not. I put it under JDTC. Tell her it's mine.
I seen that, Brandy. I knew it was you. Are those things real?
Can you believe Brandy asked that the other day? I was shocked by that.
I was
You
like,
seen that
oh
pop
my
up?
Lord. And then she gave us a close-up look so we could tell if they were real or not.
Nana said I was thinking the same thing.
Scared the shit out of me.
I was thinking, geez, those things are huge.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing either. No filter. So.
No, it's not. We know that all guys go for them big old things.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know. I'm a butt man.
Jen Sparky says yes. No wonder I like JDTC and the family.
Oh,
Thank you, Jen Sparky.
Okay, here's one. How old were you when you got adopted?
2.
2, I think. I don't remember it. I was little.
You were little, huh?
Yeah, very little.
Okay, this question is for Brandy. What do you use on your face, moisturizer, etc.? Because you are beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I use hold on, I have to.
You answered this question just the other day.
I know.
Wasn't it Neutrogena and something?
Yeah, I wash my face
Pond's?
with that Pond's night cream. That's what I use, and then Neutrogena face wash. Then a bunch of makeup.
She got asked that exact question the other day in comments.
Okay, so go
I
ahead.
also get the beauty boxes, and I get a lot of skincare. So whatever's in there, I use to just to use it. So different stuff.
Single mama for ask again, how old were you when you got adopted? The reason she asked is because she has 2 adopted children. And he said he was around 2. He's not sure.
John didn't ask very many questions till he 5 years ago, probably.
Yeah, I didn't ask anything till a few years ago.
Yeah.
But my grandma actually told Brandy the scoop.
Yeah.
Like her and my mom went to pick me up from a foster situation. I got taken because my parents neglected me and my sister. And I don't remember any of it, but I met my real sister like 5 years ago, and she told me about it. And then I was going to talk to my biological mom, but she died. So the first time I seen her was in a casket. But if she's asking about, that's why she asked. I think she's probably wondering about what age I was when they told me and stuff like that. And I think I found out when I was like 10 that I was adopted, something like that. And it was weird for me because I see a lot of people where it really bothers them wanting to know who their biological parents are, and they go searching, they gotta know. But I tell you, I feel like my adoptive parents are my parents, period, point blank. And
Exactly.
I never really had that urge. And then after I met my biological family, there was no real connection. I mean, I was already 40 years old and we had missed so much time. It wasn't a big thing for me. I see one coming up about the dad, so I'll just go ahead and say he died before I found the rest of them. So I never met him either.
Are you a Republican?
Yes.
I knew that. You don't even have to ask. You can tell by the way you talk.
I hate to answer that, but yes.
Okay, you've already answered that one.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. That shit gets you in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. How old is Harley and what kind of dog is he?
Harley's a girl, and I think she'll be 2 this fall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she'll be 2 in September, October, somewhere in there.
Okay. Was it hard for your family to tell you that, or did you all just have a relationship where things were easy to talk about?
No, what happened was my parents adopted a girl, my sister. And, I was real young and I think I was razzing her about being adopted. And she was like, "You're adopted too." And I was like, "What?" And then I went to my mom.
Really?
Yeah, that's how it went down. That's how I found out.
How old were you?
I want to say 9 or 10.
Oh, I thought you meant that happened like 5 years ago too. I was like, wait a minute.
Now, this was my adoptive family adopted another girl when I was 10.
Oh, okay.
And when they did, I was giving her shit, and she was like, "Well, you're adopted too." And I was like, "What?"
Here's your troublemaker. Charlie's asking Biden or Trump. Am I in your way?
Yeah. Sorry.
Joe Biden, for sure. He is kicking ass. Yep. That's an easy one, man. President Brandon to the very end.
Go, Brandon.
Go, Brandon.
That's right. Go, Brandon.
You're killing it. Literally.
Who, me?
No, Brandon.
Yeah. Sorry about this, guys. I had to move my computer. Now I can't see the sun. I can't see because of the sun. John and Brandy, what do you both love to do for fun?
Play Uhtred.
No, that don't happen. But
Easy now.
what? Probably don't happen every year.
Yeah. I don't know. Me and Brandy's, we're homebodies, really. We most summers we do a lot of work outside. Brandy loves to plant flowers and shit like that. We're kind of in our older age where we just like to stay at the house. You know, we go out somewhere nice to eat every now and then. That's about it. We're pretty boring.
We are.
Jesse says, John, let's stay friends.
What does that mean, Jesse?
Political stuff.
Uh-oh. Oh, my God. Then I'm going to have to get off here and take Jesse's power off of my channel before she does something. I hope she's joking.
I'm sure she's joking.
I never met my real family either. Yeah, I mean, is it a single mom of four? Is it a big thing for you, or does it bother you? Because it wasn't a big deal for me, honestly.
Some people do.
So a lot of people it is, though.
Remain
Harley-
calm says, huh?
Harley is a English Shepherd, too, for whoever asked what kind of dog she was. She's an English Shepherd. English Shepherd Border Collie mix.
No, she's just English.
No.
I don't know. One of the two.
Remain calm says, it's a comment. Thanks, John Davis True Crime, for not wearing sunglasses inside while doing your videos and lives. That just drives me plumb crazy.
Oh, that's funny she says
Who
that.
does that?
There's this dude I watch. He does West Virginia sports. And one day I just decided I'm going to do it because he's always got sunglasses on. And he's always like hamming it up in his intro and shit. And I put, dude, you would be so awesome if you didn't ham it up and wear the damn sunglasses all the time. He responded. He was like, he has some kind of eye issue and the lights is the reason he has to wear the sunglasses. And I was like, sorry. Anyway, he subscribes to my channel now.
Oh, that's awesome. But I don't think that's who she's talking about. Use your brain.
H. I know who you
I know a couple that I've seen do it.
That was one that people made videos about. Okay, John and Brandy, just want to say you two have excellent channels. Love you guys.
Oh,
Thank you, Chuck.
thank you, Chuck.
We need to work harder on Raw, but damn, man, it's well, you know, Nana. Things are slow right now, ain't they?
Yes, they are very.
It's depressing to spend 8 hours, 10 hours making a video and it gets about 1,500 views, if that.
Yeah. I like
Remain.
Yeah, the dramas just it gets me. I don't get the John out, but it's
Right.
Yeah. Brandy has to take a break from the drama. I've gotten where I'm bulletproof anymore. I don't give a shit what you say.
I do.
Oh, well, I don't know if I've gotten to that point yet or not, John.
Well, no, you ain't reached it, apparently. We seen last night.
Remain calm was referring to the person I was talking about. She said, "You know me too well, Nana."
Yeah.
Let's see.
What kind of names are these guys?
Single mom says she loves you both.
For the great shoes.
Well,
Thank
thank
you.
you. We love you too. I know I've seen a lot of you, so we appreciate people that we see a lot of.
Yeah.
A lot. I'm sorry, I'm trying to turn my ringer off now.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Braves are up
Gee.
4-0.
Awesome.
I know,
Jimmy from Dolly Vision said the ring light or lights he uses are too bright.
right?
Is that who you're talking about?
That ain't who I had in mind. I thought it was somebody else y'all were talking about.
Oh, yeah. The other person is who we were talking about.
I like Jimmy. He gave me a love bomb one time. And we probably got 150 subscribers in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, Jimmy on there, Jimmy, if you're listening.
No, he don't.
Corey's asking if you could interview one family member in the Summerwells case, who would it be and why?
Candace, because she is definitely the one that knows something. No questions asked.
I think
Candace.
Grandus for me. Candace wouldn't answer anything. She'd be too messed up.
Well, you can't play what they're saying. If you had one chance and they would answer questions, who would you question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Candace. Definitely.
Somebody else told me Grandus too because you would get information about Rose's disappearance and Summer's disappearance.
Well, Candace, it would be yeah, no, yes and no answers probably.
Right, exactly.
Details. My opinion.
Charlotte says, I agree with Brandy. I can't stand the drama. John and Brandy, love your channel. Keep up the great work. Love you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We try it.
Thank you so much.
Okay, single mom says, my real father, from my understanding, was in prison most of his life, got out and was killed by the mafia. My real mother just didn't care. I'm sorry, single mom.
That's awful. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Yeah, I mean, my story ain't as cool. There ain't no mafia, but I had the same situation. I just had shitty parents. You know, I could have some respect for them if they would have put me up for adoption, but just being losers and have me to be removed is different to me. That I don't think is very forgivable.
Right.
Didn't they put cigarette butts out on you?
No more question, guys. Come on.
One of us, I don't know, bitch.
Okay, John, tell us something we don't know about you.
Oh God, Nana. My soccer team won the state championship in 1986.
We did not know that about you, so
Yeah.
thank you.
Trophy. I was on the news. That's a
Awesome,
high
really?
point. Yes. I don't know, Nana. I thought you would have questions ready for me. I don't know.
No, because you're such an entertainer yourself. I wasn't
Wasn't
worried. I wasn't worried about interviewing you.
Chad ain't giving us much, man. If they perk up, I could roll.
I know. Okay, we got a question here. Do you do archery or hunting?
When I was younger, I'd go hunting with my dad and stuff, but I'm a hell of a shot. I don't find hunting that entertaining personally because I feel like it's too one-sided.
Right.
It's just not super competition for me. I mean, you know, the deer ain't got no gun, but I'm not against it either. I will say that. Like my uncle would hunt and, you know, he would kill a deer and he would give us a bunch of deer steaks. And I tell you what, if you've not tried it, give it a shot. I think it's great. It's leaner than hamburger too, so it's better for you.
Right. And the deer roast, those are really good.
Yes. He made deer jerky.
Yeah, I've tried that too.
Mm.
Okay, John, where is one place you and Brandy would like to travel to?
I don't know, man. Me and Brady kind of has a bucket list, and we're into like wild shit. We'd like to go to Machu Picchu or somewhere like that. That's like ancient alien stuff. We like that kind of shit. The pyramids, something like that. We're gonna make ourselves a bucket list in a few more years and work on that.
College or NFL?
College, absolutely.
What?
Okay, April C says, what's his theory of what happened this summer? I was 30 minutes late, so don't know if the question has been asked. It's not been.
I tell you,
Don't give him too much.
yeah. I'm gonna say this far after, and we still don't have an arrest. I have to say I'm open to more possibilities than just Candace and Dawn. I'll say that.
Okay.
And I think everybody should be at this point. Now, I'm not saying letting them, but I think you got to open it up a little bit, don't you?
Exactly. That's what I've been preaching for like the last little bit.
Yeah.
Discovering Truth says, damn it, I was about to ask the hunting question.
Yeah, and I want to make sure everybody don't get me wrong on that. You know, I'm cool. All my buddies hunting and everything like that. I'm not against it. I'm just saying, you know, I think my dad ruined me because he would walk us so far in the damn woods. I don't even think the deer was in that deep.
Oh, here you go, John. You see this one? Tangerine says, John, have you investigated the missing child case, Kyron Horman? I would love someone to do something on that.
Tangerine Cottage, I have some documents on that from a guy that was involved in some searches and stuff that would blow your mind. And I'm gonna have to do something with it eventually. But I've been through it up and down. I know it in and out, and you know I have a pretty good idea. I think.
Okay, Discovering Truth. How about deer hunting with a bow? That would be fair.
I mean, what I thought would be the best form of hunting was the wild boar. If you've ever seen them hunt wild boar with a bow, and they're having to climb up the tree because they get charged by one, that's hunting. I could get into some of that.
Right.
I think that makes it more fair anyway. Come here and say hi. You say hi? All right.
Okay, Jared says, John, I've said before, you have the most authentic and warming smile. You need to let us see it more.
I try, man. I'm just usually when I'm on camera, I'm stressed out, so it's hard.
And plus, you're a lot of the time you're talking about missing kids, and it's hard to smile when you're discussing that.
Right. Yeah. Thank you, though. That was nice. Jared, are you the Jared, or are you a new guy? Because I used to have somebody that come in my stuff all the time named Jared.
Jared Corpy?
He never had his last name on it. I don't know if that's him or not. I used to pick on him a lot. I told him he looked like Jared from Subway.
Yeah.
He was funny as shit, though. I haven't seen him in a while. There's been a few people that me and Brandy had gotten really used to. There's one, I'm going to have to email her because, you know how it is, Nana. When you see the same people over and over and over, you build up a kind of a friendship, even though you're not seeing them in real life. You're still spending a lot of time with them, kind of. And, you know, I worry about some of the people that I'm used to seeing all the time when I don't see them for a while.
Exactly. Yes, I do know what you're talking about. Remain Calm said that would be a fair for the bear. That was a conversation a few conversations ago, but
yeah, the bear would be real. It'd be a lot closer to hunting fair with a bow.
Okay, Suzette says, John, what other cases are you interested in covering?
Me and Brandy's looking into one now that's near the house. That you know the one I'm talking about, the Richlands one, because it is really weird and it's only probably 30 miles from where I live, and it's wild. Even the police have admitted this guy, he disappeared. Okay, they searched for him. They had a good idea where they thought he was. Well, the police searched, the family searched. The family even left a note because it was in the woods where this guy visited a lot. He'd go there to think and whatever, And they left a note on the tree saying, "Hey, if you see this, we're looking for you. Everybody's upset you're missing." Well, they searched. The police searched, and then they had I don't know, another police search with volunteers, and they all went over the same area. Well, a year later, his body is found exactly where the note was left on the tree.
Oh, wow.
And there's supposed to be more people that's went missing under really weird circumstances, and they all evolve around this same place, this one address, and it's really wild.
Okay, you don't know me says, hey John, hot rods or motorcycles?
Man, I used to have a motorcycle. Me and Brandy was thinking in our retirement we'd love to have one of them trikes. So probably motorcycle. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot a while ago, way back when. Sorry. Jen was saying, No Filter was saying, tell John to build her a buggy to go with her horse. Don't know what that was about, but that's what she said.
I'll hook that shit up.
How long have you had Zeke?
Since
March or April.
March or April.
Okay.
He's a baby too. We got him. He was just old enough for us to have him when we got him.
Okay. Jen Sparky says, what does John and Brandy think about Grandus? Interview with the news, body language, facial expressions, etc. But don't answer if you don't want to. No problem.
Oh, I think it was just so awkward how she phrased different things and how she said the biggest thing that got to me was when she said, if the police want to speak to her, they know where to find her. And that told me she definitely wasn't interested in calling them and finding out if there was any updates on Summer or any of that. So I think it told a lot about her overall.
Right. Okay, Charlotte Lovato says, John and Brandy, how do you guys handle disagreements? Brandy hits him upside the head with a skillet.
Silent treatment.
Yeah, I get a lot of that. Brandy up and vanish.
Quit.
I'll be sitting there thinking we're still arguing and look outside and her shit's gone. She done left. We work it out though. You know, I don't think nobody has a perfect relationship, but me and Brandy don't fight that much, really. You know?
That's awesome. Oh, you didn't miss a whole. Well, I mean, you did miss it quite a bit, Tina. Sorry about that. By the way, John, Tina Woodworth said the other day she would love to be on panel. She thinks it would be a very interesting chat with you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she would love to be on panel with you one day. So we got to make that happen.
Yeah, we'll work it out. You do a live and maybe I'll meet you and her there one day.
All right. I'm looking. Okay, here's a question. Discovering the truth. Do you think all these missing kids from Hawkins County is pedo ring? And with Lawson's obvious lies, do you think he's involved?
I would definitely not. I could not say comfortably that it's not. It seems like a lot of these freaks know each other, and I find that weird. And you know, and when people say pedo ring, you know, you got to think that doesn't have to mean they're swapping kids around and stuff. That could be pictures, movies, who knows. But it seems like there's a lot of people connected in Hawkins County that have a bad past for some weird shit. And you know, at some point you start to wonder, how can this all just be coincidence?
Right.
And I'm pretty open about, you know, I think Hawkins County Sheriff's Office is the most crooked shit on the planet.
I agree.
Ronnie Lawson's crooked. I think Ronnie Lawson is a piece of shit for not having some out there searching for Summer when his ass says she's in the area. If she's in the damn area, why is nobody looking? How much sense does that make? And his bullshit about he don't want people searching because the terrain is so dangerous and all that. Oh, please. I can understand not wanting people searching private property without owner's permission. That's one thing. But if you think she's in the damn area, he turned down what's it called, Brandon? Adventures with Purpose. Said, no, she ain't in the water. We don't need y'all. Why would you do that? They have an impeccable record. They have found many people that's been missing a hell of a lot longer than Summer has. And he didn't want the help. Why?
Well, what I find strange myself, and I know this is your show, but I've got to put this out there, is the fact that Equa searched themselves. They came twice and they searched, and they were made to search the same exact area both times, and had somebody to lead them around to make sure they stayed there. Now, also, the lady Star that I had on my show last night, her son is an officer from out next to Nashville, and he was part of the second search. And they were made to have somebody with them. They were only allowed to search a certain area also.
Well, I thought EquiSearch kind of give the hint that they thought the body had been moved. Now, how would they come by that?
Because
I think they found where it was, but I really believe EquiSearch found where something was, but wasn't there anymore.
maybe that's why they didn't give any more information.
I'm telling
And that's
you,
why Ronnie Lawson got mad.
I'm convinced of that shit.
I think there's something like that.
Do you remember that? One of them saying that they believed the body had been moved. Why else would they say that? I think it was Dave Rader that said it.
It was Dave Rader and Duty Ron that were discussing it. And I have my opinion on it. It doesn't agree with the one you've got. But in my understanding, they were discussing that's why they did not want to tell people where they have searched and where they're going to search, is because they didn't want somebody taking and moving the body back and forth. And there was a certain channel that ran with it and played that audio and said that they had found something and it had been moved.
Right.
That's my understanding.
Yeah.
Okay, question or comment. If she is in the area and is found after all this time, it will be impossible, especially if found in the woods, to tell the cause of death.
Well, that's not necessarily true. It depends on what the cause of death was, because a lot of stuff they can still tell. You know?
Right.
Now, I mean, I'm not going to say that couldn't happen and it come down to that, but, you know, it just depends on what the actual cause was.
Right. I'm not skipping over. All right, two of them. Tangerine says, question, Hawkins County, do you think LE has so many shady deals and people they are avoiding the case because it will open a can of worms?
I thought about that too. I really worry, or I've really thought a lot about. I feel like there could damn sure be something going on, and maybe it don't even have to do with summer, but they're afraid it'll get found out in the process of doing the proper investigation for summer, and maybe that's an issue.
Right. Okay. Blissfulness says, I thought Adventure with Purpose only looks for vehicles with people in them.
I know they volunteered and were told no.
Yep.
You know,
that consisted of
I think they'll search any water, and you know, I don't think they have parameters that they'll only do. You know, I'm sure maybe they heard the story about summer and wanted to help.
Right. Okay. Suzette says, John, in all seriousness, do you think Candace is autistic or something is off?
No, I think she's probably got like alcohol brain or whatever it's called, where when you drink so much it starts to affect you, and I think there's probably been some effect from that. I think she's been in probably bad relationships her whole life. I think her upbringing was shit, because I don't think Grandus was a great parent. I mean, the way I understand it, Grandus left her Candace's dad for another woman while Candace was at a young, impressionable age, and you know,
12. She was 12.
Yeah. And I mean, when you look at Candace and see like the housekeeping and the parenting and all that, you got to put a lot of that on Grandis, in my opinion. You know, when my kids are grown, I'm going to accept responsibility for how they turn out.
Right. Or what they didn't learn.
Exactly.
April C says, what are your thoughts on Hunter and family never looking for Summer? Think they are involved?
I don't know. I think it's a crapshoot. You know, the biggest thing with them, and I don't know why nobody else ever talks about it to me, is Allie's phone being dead at the time when Summer goes missing. I always had a problem with that. I still don't get that. I don't get how they act like they've been arguing back and forth and hadn't spoken in forever, but yet H only asked Candace. He asked her. He's like, "What'd you do last week?" Well, if you hadn't seen her in 6 months, why would you cut it down to last week? There's a lot of issues with them.
I got a question for you. What do you think the connection is, the fact that they were doing exactly the same thing on June 4th as they were doing on June 15th? Down to Grandus going to the hospital over her knee.
Who knows? You know, could have been, I don't know. It could have been a few different things. Dry run, pill hopping, who knows?
Or maybe they just used the story from the 4th because it would be easy to remember because they'd already lived through it as the script.
Yeah.
Okay, Dana Kay says, spoke with Jared. He did not offer their services because there was no evidence that Summer disappeared in a car. So how did Ronnie Lawson stop Adventure with Purpose when they never offered?
That's the story I was told. If that's wrong, I apologize. I know fucking Ronnie won't let nobody else search, so it seemed very plausible to me. You know?
Well, from what I remember, there was a dive team that did dive, and it was near a bridge near Candace and Dawn's house. They found a box, like trunk-like item under the bridge, and when they went back and told Ronnie Lawson and all of them about it, Ronnie Lawson said, well, we'll look into it. And they're like, no, we don't care. We'll go back out and get it or whatever. And Ronnie's like, no, y'all need to just go on home. We'll handle it.
Well, I don't know who would defend anything that law enforcement's done, because to me, well, as far as Hawkins County goes, anybody that can say Ronnie not doing searches when he's saying she's in the area, how you defend that, I don't understand. The detective said it, Ronnie said it. They believe Summer's still in the area, but they won't let nobody search shit. So, I mean,
this is the only kid I've ever known of. Granted, I don't know of a lot, but only kid I've ever known of that from the get-go, the cops will not allow anybody that's not under their thumb to search for this child.
3 days after, well, tell me why 3 days after Summer disappeared, they were bitching about social media already.
Well,
it's
it wasn't
like they prepped to have a reason that shit was going bad.
It was like 3 weeks in, they were announcing that the public was going to be disappointed because there wasn't going to be much about Summer's story in the media. That's a news briefing. They announced that, or no, that's on the TBI website. It was a TBI agent said that the public would be disappointed because there's not going to be very much about Summer's story in the media. 3 weeks after she went missing.
You know, I mean, if the Adventures with Purpose, if that was a lie, I was told, then I apologize for that. But, I mean, he won't let nobody do shit. So, in the big picture, I mean, I still feel the exact same about Mr. Lawson's proactiveness in actually trying to find her.
Pam and Allie had that email. They're the ones that were talking to Adventure.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care.
I don't know how it went.
Either way, if they did volunteer or if they didn't volunteer, they would have got turned down anyway. Yeah. I mean, we've seen what Ronnie does when people try to help.
Yeah.
Right. Dana Kay says she will. I don't know if you read that. She said she'll contact Jared again and see if he was turned down by Lawson.
Okay.
Blissfulness says, just figured out what GTSY means. Forgive me, I'm a dinosaur.
Good to see you.
Yeah, I think don't worry about it. Blissfulness, it took us all a little while to get used to the shorthand.
Romaine Combs says, John Davis true crime, it wasn't a lie. Cam and Allie have the email.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I got it from. Cam told me that.
Yeah, that's what
Who said that?
Remain calm.
Oh yeah, she's got notebooks upon notebooks upon notebooks of this case. Notes on everything, every video.
I was thinking too. That's where I got it from, me and you.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
I didn't quit. It's not a big deal to me. I mean, either way, but I didn't question it because look how he's done everybody else. Right?
Right.
Why ain't Equisearch cleared to search wherever the fuck they want? You telling me he's afraid EquiSearch is going to get hurt searching?
Ziggy even raised
No, did you not hear that? The reason EquiSearch is not allowed to search is because the second search they went on, they didn't turn over the information that they retrieved. Supposedly.
Supposedly, yeah. We don't know.
Yeah.
No. I think EquiSearch has an excellent reputation, and I don't know that I buy that, actually.
I don't either. That's what I'm saying. That's what Ronnie Lawson supposedly said, that's why. Tangerine says, well, now it's past a year mark. Ellie have nothing, so they should allow volunteers to come and help.
They should allow people to search. It's ridiculous that they haven't.
I agree.
What can it hurt now? If they don't know where she's at, but they keep saying she's close, if they're not going to search, God, let somebody else. I know Cam was trying to get a thing where people got certified to help search or something. And, you know, that's great, but I would not doubt even them would get turned down by Ronnie Lawson. Ronnie Lawson is shady as hell.
Oh, I've never seen this one. Blissfulness says, in the June 17 presser, Ronnie Lawson used past tense about summer. I never caught that.
I didn't either.
Well, maybe Ronnie had a good idea, you know, at that point. EquiSearch also had to tell Churchill Rescue that they need to expand the search area because they were searching the same area. Yeah, from what I've learned recently about the search, it's not the grand search that it was made out to be on the news.
What's found, Charlie? Charlie, when we're talking about a missing kid, you can't just holler found.
Yeah, really.
Who's found?
Hey, do you know that even though I did do that, I talked with the captain in Bristol about those remains that were found on the 30th or the 31st of May. Do you know that Tina Woodworth called just the other day, and they are telling people still we are not allowed to give out any information about this case because it is an ongoing investigation.
That's weird, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
I wonder who it could be.
I don't know. I don't know what to make out of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
he said the drug houses would be found. Okay.
See, that's it makes you wonder, man. I mean, they look suspicious as hell. It really made me wonder how come Dawn would go out and tell all these big, bold lies about law enforcement, and they would never dispute anything. They just ignore it. I think the police act crooked as shit. I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore.
So
That's why I don't put Hawkins County's number in the tips when I post. I just put TBIs because I don't trust Hawkins County for shit, and I'm starting to lose faith in TBI.
Exactly. Suzette said John Dunn got worked up. He's using the F-bomb.
Man, sometimes I accidentally let one loose. I apologize for that. But, Ronnie Lawson, I just have no patience when it comes to him.
John, I can't complain about you using the F-bomb. Can't say nothing about it.
No, you can't.
Okay, do you guys, AK-47 says, do you guys think it's Breaking Bad? That's why I didn't search all the areas, meth lab, maybe marijuana.
It makes you wonder because why else wouldn't you be searching? That's the only reason I can think of, you know. And all them creeps out Ben Hill seem like they're shady as shit. Everyone we've seen, to me, Fred Hill, Jody Sue, Andy, what's his name, Sherfy, all of them just seem off.
Yeah.
Excuse me, she won't just fucking pick a spot and shit. She wants to fucking Thursday.
Tangerine says, on what grounds do they base the idea of summer is close to home?
That's what I would love to know. That detective, he said it, I know 2 or 3 times. Did you see that interview, Nana?
Yes, of course I did. Yes, I
It says
did.
in the area, does he not?
Yes.
Now, why he thinks that,
And-
I would love to know.
Well, Ronnie Lawson himself says it during the second interview when they're explaining why the second search, why they're searching the same dang areas, because they believe she is right there somewhere. They're not expanding the search out at all. The first search went 4 miles out in a surrounding area of the house, and then the second search was only 1 mile circumference around the house. And he says it's because they think that she's there.
But like in that 5 miles, I wonder how many of those had properties that they weren't allowed to search.
I don't know.
I guarantee there was. I guarantee there was a few. You know, like people talked about too. There's people that own land out there. You know, that don't even live there. Who's searching that? You never know, man. It could be as simple as she walked off, and I would hate to think that's what happened, and we're still a year out and ain't figured that out. You know?
Yeah, Blissfulness says, I know he isn't everyone's cup of tea. If you watch CM interview Uncut Allison's Hunter, 1 hour, 18 minutes in, H says Summer's missing right before they dropped me off. May have been a mistake, but
I don't see, that's my problem, is I don't believe shit H said. Could there be truths, you know, peppered in there somewhere? Yeah, sure, but who knows which ones to pick?
right.
And I'm telling you, his thing about Dawn, he was trying to say he thought Dawn was at home. I don't believe that. I think if Dawn was at home, Dawn would be in jail by now. I think the electronic data from the Subaru, his phone, and all that tells me Dawn was not there. I don't think.
Okay, Corey says, it's a question. I always found it strange that Churchill Rescue called it a stage in. Do you know why it's worded that way?
A staging area? Is that what they're talking about?
I'm assuming that's what they would have to say, be meaning. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's
it's
just
a
a place to
technical-
start from.
It's a technical term, is it not, for that type of sort of like in military they call it a theater.
Yeah.
It's just a technical word that they use
Yeah.
for that type of work.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Suzette. Appreciate that, hon. Yeah, I think that was a little bit better than a bang, wasn't it? Or a bam.
Easy, Nana.
Well, I sure hope they turn this case into the FBI. Summer deserves to be found. Justice for Summer.
Amen. I wish TBI would just take the lead. I wish Hawkins County would admit they ain't got the manpower, they ain't got the budget, they ain't got nothing to do it right, and hand it to TBI. Ronnie Lawson, if he was worth a shit, would do that.
I just wish they would admit that they just ain't got the want to do it.
Well, I mean,
They wanted to go.
They don't have the budget. I mean, when the lead agency has one dude working on it 2 or 3 hours a day, how much do you think is getting accomplished?
Right, I agree. Yeah, Jesse, I could have used your help in there. I do believe that I will mod you tonight. Any more questions, guys? Come on, let's lighten up the subject here. Let's find out a little bit more about John and Brandy.
In the full interview, H does say that, and Allie does say that. Yeah, them interviews been gone over and over and over and over and over and over. And I'm sure TBI, FBI has been through them. I just don't know if there's anything else to gain. I really think sometimes people can misspeak. I do it, and I don't think everything's a clue. And I still say, I've always thought if H was really involved by now, he would have cracked. That would have been so much pressure on a 15-year-old kid. I think if anything, H was used as a pawn.
Right. Linda Fields says, "Hi Nana, John, love you. When I first heard you, you remind me so much of a guy that played in Bro, where
Brother, where art thou?
yeah, okay.
Have you seen that
Really?
movie?
Have I seen it? Of course
Yeah.
I've seen it. Of course I've seen it.
How's that song go?
How does that what?
There used to be a cool song that was in that movie. I can't remember how it went.
Oh, something sorrow. Shit, I can't think of it.
Yeah, I ain't feeling it.
I know what you're talking about, though.
Jesse's my mod, Chuck. You can keep that out of here. Chuck saying Jesse's mod.
I
Stay
just
away
said
from
that
Jesse.
to her. I just said that to her.
I'm a man of constant sorrow. There you go.
Yeah.
I thought Chris McDonough said that the FBI was already involved a long time ago, not just TBI.
Only when called upon. And
Exactly.
Ronnie Lawson ain't about to call upon none of them.
Yeah. Now, Michael Vaughn has an FBI agent working his case.
Right?
Some don't.
Look at what your mod has put in there. Fight, fight, fight.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Jesse gonna have to talk after this is over.
Uh-oh.
You just leave Jessie alone. She's a sweetheart.
Apparently, you don't know Jesse as well as I do.
Okay, well, put it this way. She's a sweetheart to me.
She just got back from Puerto Rico, so she's feeling a little froggy, it seems.
Oh. Did you have fun, Jessie? Hi, Lisa Renee. Okay, Dita K. My opinion is there's not incompetent and not smart enough to investigate the case adequately. Well, I agree.
They just don't have the people to do it either. I just don't. It seems unlikely it's going to get solved with that one detective working on it a few hours a day. I'm really praying that TBI is doing more than we know.
John, will you look into the Hare family connection to the Appalachian Fairgrounds and the truck company that moves their equipment, please?
You send me an email and put all that in it, and I will look. John Davis True Crime at yahoo.com.
Are you talking about the Appalachian Fairgrounds in Gray, Tennessee? Oh, we wish you could share your pictures too, honey, and then we could live vicariously through your vacation.
I got ones you sent me.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm going to share it, Jesse, that picture you sent me. You cool with that? John, what happened to the reward money?
Hell if I know. We're trying to
Yeah. That is really confusing how all that shit went down.
I still don't understand.
I don't either. I think something shady's happened for sure.
What Hare family, sweetheart? When did it happen?
Can you see Jesse's drinks?
No, you got that don't look appropriate, whatever it is, John, that you're showing.
That's my ring light.
No, the thing in the picture, it don't look appropriate.
Drinks?
Oh, it's drinks?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's drinks on the island cabana, see?
Oh, okay. Okay, I see it now.
What the hell did you think it was, Nana?
It didn't look appropriate.
What do you think Jesse been doing on vacation?
Taking some fun pictures.
Apparently.
Okay, John and Brandy, what's your favorite memory in your marriage?
I don't know, man. Probably when our son was born, our first one. Right? That was special.
Yeah, all of them, but yeah.
All of them were special, but you know, that was the first time we ever had a child of our own,
Yeah.
and being parents and all that. I'd say that was close to the top.
Okay, did y'all have a church wedding?
No.
John, who is your favorite YouTube creator? And then Brandy, who is yours? Can't be the same one.
Oh no.
Shit. God.
That's hard.
Damn.
Not true crime. It could be anybody.
Anybody?
Yeah. I think, yeah. Just
I
your
like
favorite YouTube creator.
I like the Hodge twins a lot.
Oh, I heard you talking about them one day. I love the Hodge twins.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do it good, right?
Yes, you do.
I've been practicing. I hope one day they're going to see me and be like, hey, let's make it the Hodge triplets. Throw me in the mix.
You got the eyes, that's for sure.
That's when, I think that's why I do, like, some of what I do in the video. Sometimes I'll give it this one. I'll give it the... I love them. I think they're
I
hilarious.
do too. I would love to go see them live.
Oh, I would too. I tell you what, man, if they come close, me and you will get together and do that shit.
That would be awesome.
Wouldn't it? I would love to see
Yes,
them. Who's
I
yours,
would
Brandy?
too.
Brandy likes them too.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the psychics. I like Sloan Bella. I like her. She's a psychic.
She likes Sloan Bella, the psychic. I think that's her favorite.
Ah. Okay, let's go down here and find some more.
Has Brandy ever watched 1111 Tarot?
Probably. I like anything like that.
Brandy watches a lot of that.
Quit,
Stuff.
Taylor. Get out of here, please. Now. Go. It's bedtime.
It is bedtime. Come over here and tell everybody hi, Taylor. I've been bragging about how you're just like me. You're wild, ready to be on
She's in here
camera.
showing her butt, y'all.
Missy Jessie says someone sent me on this trip, otherwise I'd be too poor to go.
Well, I'm glad you
That's
got
like
to
the
go.
rest of us. Yeah, I'm happy you got to go, period.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
I'm super happy, Jesse, now that you have control of JDTC.
What?
Jesse's talking about jumping ship on us in chat.
Oh, what's she?
Yeah.
No, she is not.
I like that, the chapter. I think they mean that chapter.
Yeah,
And
that
Mike.
chapter.
That's who Nana's in love with, too.
No, it is not. He's a
Yes,
kid.
it is. You told me you loved him.
Who?
Mike from
Mike.
that chapter.
I don't know.
We've
I
watched
love
the dude where he's in the dark and it just shows like his face.
Oh,
His
yeah.
Say
eyes.
go. Say go. Go. He always says go funny.
Yeah. I know you don't know.
Mike out.
Yeah.
Eyes wide open. I love that channel. Danny is really sweet and her heart is into it for the children.
You heard of that? I ain't either.
What is it?
Hello, Taylor.
Hi.
She had the water gun outside her. She's soaking wet.
Yeah, she's soaking wet from the water gun. Tell everybody hi. Look at the camera.
Hi.
Hi, sweetheart.
Grandpa's shy. Hi.
I've got a question for you, Taylor.
What?
Uh-oh.
Do you believe in Bigfoot?
No.
Does your daddy believe? Does your daddy believe in Bigfoot?
It's probably just a myth.
That's right. It's probably just a myth.
Do you believe in UFOs?
No.
What? We
I
believe in
do.
UFOs.
I don't.
You don't? Okay. That's fine. Go to bed. Tell them good night.
I believe in mermaids.
Mermaids?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome.
She believes in mermaids.
I can tell you.
You didn't say good night?
Good night. Goodbye, people.
Say bye, Nana.
Bye, Nana.
There you
Bye,
go.
Taylor. Do you want to see the Elvis movie, Brandy? The new one?
Oh yeah, I'll watch it. I didn't know it was a movie yet. Elvis is still alive, y'all.
Oh, honey, I know. Brandy, we've got to do a show on that.
John's rolling his eyes. He is. I've seen pictures of him.
Since my baby left me.
He's in hiding, y'all.
Hey, they're talking about Bob Joyce going up there and singing, performing at the guest house at Graceland.
Uh,
They're talking about him going up there because it's not too big
mm-hmm.
and he wouldn't be overwhelmed.
Awesome.
John thinks I'm weird, but I think
John, that's a strike against you. I'm telling you.
What? Because I don't think Elvis is alive?
Yep, that's it.
Oh, Lord. Where are we going to go next? Hey.
I think JFK Jr.'s alive, too. I've seen him.
Oh.
Yeah, they said. Oh, and by the way, remember back when we were having that conversation and I was trying to figure out what name it is? Guys back in the 50s, if they were named John, they got called Jack as a nickname.
Right.
That's what I was trying to figure out that day.
But I thought we were, what, Chuck was?
It was a lot of bullshit. Y'all were crazy. What do you think about Damien, especially with him creeping around the Wells property? Tell you what, I think more about him now than I used to.
Yeah, me and John was talking about that today.
Yeah.
There's some weird
Where he's
stuff.
joining the military.
And other things. That's kind of, me and Brandy's going to do a video on pretty much that subject.
I was wondering why you weren't going to elaborate. I figured that's what it was.
Yeah. Elvis is alive, living in a trailer park.
Eating banana sandwiches.
Peanut butter banana sandwiches.
Yep.
I've had one of those. They're good. Couldn't eat them all the time, but
Oh, read that one, John.
I think he may have been babysitting the boys on June 15th. Who?
The young
Damien.
Oh.
That's
Well,
something I had never seen.
I don't know about that. I don't think Candace would care enough to worry about a babysitter for him, to be honest.
But Jose, well, he said that you never leave any of them by.
Well, Jose said a lot of shit. That don't mean it was true.
That's what he said.
Damien is Jody Sue and Andy B's son.
Yeah.
Y'all think somebody was creeping in the woods that day? Or creeping around their house that day? Like,
Yeah.
said.
Fred Hill pointed the finger at him? At Damien? I've never heard that. Did he?
That's fine, Jen. I'll talk to you later. Have a good night.
Have you heard that, Nana?
What?
Fred Hill pointed the finger?
At Damien?
They don't say.
When they were talking, the only time I know he was talking about Damien is when he was saying that he was sitting in the swimming pool with Summer. That he saw him sitting in the swimming pool with Summer.
What?
I think it was the day before she went missing.
Well, I mean, that doesn't necessarily have to be something.
I'm just saying that's all I've heard about it.
Right. I didn't know Fred Hill had even mentioned it because I don't listen to much Fred Hill. Maybe I should go back and check some more out. I heard he was undercover wearing a wire and Dawn heard it. He was like, that was just my phone. You buy that?
Right.
I don't believe that shit. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what makes this so hard is you've heard so much. And I guarantee you 80% of it or more is bullshit. You got to figure out what you can believe, you know?
Yeah. Dear Little says he said he wouldn't put anything past him. Hello, Mr. Little.
They all point the fingers at each other so much. It's hard to know who to believe. You know?
I agree 100%. Dana Kay says JFK Jr. was put in protective custody as Hillary put a hit out on him.
Yep, very good. Sorry, that is true.
I believe it.
You're going to get shut down. That's what happened last time Brady started talking this stuff on my live.
Oh, boy.
Well, I mean, if all this shit y'all saying is true, they're going to shut it down. It didn't happen to us. You're full of shit.
Well, I don't like that.
Okay.
Go ahead,
Dana
now.
said, let's not talk about that.
Okay, it was a cracking cases that 5 different people at different days and times they busted Damien creeping. Everybody ain't lying.
Yeah, but they never said that wasn't after summer was already gone. Yeah, he was creeping in the woods. I 100% believe that. I know the whole story. But nobody's ever said that wasn't all after summer was missing. Because most of them witnesses were the people helping fix the house up.
Right.
Right? Okay,
Exactly.
so if they were helping fix the house up, summer was already missing. But I totally agree, it's creepy that he was doing that. And I believe he was doing that. I definitely believe that he was doing that in the woods, and that is extremely creepy. And I don't know why.
Creepy. It is very creepy. But if it was after summer was missing, somebody made a statement, and I have to agree. Maybe he was trying to hear something, or maybe he was trying to find some clue because he wanted the money.
I mean, you can maybe stuff to death if you want to, but
I didn't say it. I said somebody else said it, and I mean, you can't say it's not possible.
Well, I mean, if you're thinking that he was doing it for the reward money, then you got to think then he didn't have nothing to do with making her disappear.
I don't think he did.
I don't know. I think he's awful old to be, like, at 19 years old. That seems odd to me for him to just be sneaking around in the woods. I played around in the woods when I was young, you know, and when I got older, like I said, I went hunting a couple times in the woods, but just to walk around and creep, that's weird behavior. And, you know, peeping Toms often eventually step up their game to something more serious. Right?
Yeah.
That's a fact.
John and Brandy, do you plan on having any more children?
We thought about it hard lately, and it's looking like no. I think we done passed our deadline.
Listen to accidents.
Easy now. There'll be no accidents. No. Right?
Maybe. No.
I think Brandy has more control over the situation when it comes to that than you do, John.
All right, let's see her do it without me then, Nana.
John, it's not possible, or not impossible.
It better be.
No. She could catch you one night. She could offer to throw the raincoat away.
Nana, let's just stop there.
Don't give her no ideas.
I don't know where this is going.
Turkey baster time.
Oh, you know what? I noticed
What?
Andrew Hiltz has put his pandas back up.
Really?
Yeah.
Wasn't good enough attention.
Well, nobody took him serious.
Wouldn't give him no attention, so he's gonna start being a prick again. I guarantee it. I'm gonna go get his ass if I catch him live again. I've been trying to figure out why JSB defended FL like she has. Who's FL?
Frank Light.
Oh, I don't know, man. Jamie Sue is doing a damn good job of making herself look suspicious as hell.
You see where somebody's saying that Don pays Jody Sue to make everybody confused on the internet? I've seen that a couple of times.
Shit.
Don's paying her to do all this to confuse everybody.
It ain't us. She needs to be confusing.
Yeah, really.
Were JSB kids homeschooled and a bit isolated could have affected them? Were they? Is that true?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Nowadays, huh?
I don't know. He may have been creeping before summer. He just got caught that time. Yeah, I'm not saying he didn't. I'm just saying those people that were talking about spotted him were people that was helping fix up the house after summer was gone. But yes, totally. I totally agree. He could have been doing that before. He probably just didn't start the first time he got called. I'm sure he had been doing it before that.
I think it's weird about what are they called? Cameras? All the memory cards.
Yeah. See, that shit's so shaky. I don't know about that. What's your knowledge of the memory cards to the trail cams, Nana?
What is my take on it, or what do I know about? I know that she's trying to say that Dawn took the memory cards out,
So,
but I doubt there was ever any even in there. I swear I believe Jody Sue is doing all this because whether anybody wants to believe it or not, she was left up there on that hill for years raising them kids. Andy is a controlling kind of person. And now that he's gone and she's getting a little bit of attention from the internet, she's doing everything she can to keep that attention.
You make that makes sense too. My thought is pretty close to that. I think she damn sure is doing it for attention. I really do. I mean, if you listen to her bullshit, she acts like the feds are at her house every other day. And
who goes and hangs out with the feds in their pajamas?
I don't buy nothing Jody Sue says. I think she's a compulsive liar.
Yeah, it's always serious stuff too. People
Yeah.
normally wouldn't lie about unless
Yeah.
you crack nutty.
And I tell you what, somebody's ass should have went to jail for what she said on that one thing about them sedating kids and taking advantage of them.
I agree. 100%.
They should have got to the bottom of that shit.
That's another damn reason Ronnie Lawson's got to be on the damn shit side of the law, is because he took both Jody Sue and Andy in at the same time, or pretty much the same time, and neither damn one of them had to stay. They both got to go home.
Yeah. So what did he take him in for? To scold him?
Right. Shut the hell up so we don't all get busted. That's exactly what the hell it was. Stop your damn arguing amongst yourselves.
Something's weird.
Yes, Jody Sue homeschooled them, so you know Damien was lonely for the affection, I'm sure. If that's true, I feel for them kids. Can you imagine Jody Sue trying to teach you something? My God, she can barely speak.
That's it. That's what we all are, isn't it, John?
They probably didn't get no education, not much.
Ignorant people who just want a chance at the limelight. Ignos. That's what it is. Yeah, I totally agree with that. And they're getting it too. All they want. You know?
Right.
She has like 5,500 subscribers now.
Jesus.
Can you believe there's that many people that will watch her boring ass?
That's crazy.
Oh, did you see this? Now, of course, it's alleged, but
I heard an interview with Coleslaw, and she said Andy told her Jody Sue removed the memory cards. I don't know. You know, if we knew that for a fact, that would be some damn pointed information, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
yeah, but who's going to do anything with it? Nobody.
See?
I mean, like you said, with what she said the other day, one or the other should have went to jail, at least been charged, given a ticket, something.
Yeah.
And nothing happened to neither one of them.
I think JD's discriminator self. I think Jody Sue discriminates herself. Incriminates? Yes. I think she does that a lot for attention. And I think that's all it is. Don't you?
Okay. Yes, I do. It is just sad that these people are so rot gut that they have played with a missing child. It is sick. Absolutely.
Yeah, and what's sick about it is y'all think, we've seen pictures of Summer and videos. We've never met Summer or been around Summer. These sick assholes have, and they are acting like just degenerates, raking it in hand over fist over somebody they actually spent time with and was around.
Right.
That's what bothers me,
I'm going upstairs. I'm tired, Barbara.
Charlie thinks they'll be charges soon.
I hope you're right. I
Yeah,
really
Charlie
do.
says Andrew changed his last name to his wife's last name.
Andrew Hills or Andrew
Bernard. Or Andrew Simons or Andrew Paul or, which one?
Quit.
Damn, is that true?
April C. wants to know, do you believe that Jose's alive? Now,
I tell you,
has-
man, I do not know. I mean, you would think that would be an easy question to answer, but I know Nana has. I have. Everybody I know has tried to find an obituary or some proof, and there is no proof that he's deceased. Now,
Hey, April, the one that's asking you,
yeah,
has all the technology to search all the places, and she searched from California to Florida, and she cannot find it. Nothing.
well, I mean, I have tools too, and I have found nothing. I don't know anybody that can prove it.
Exactly.
There's never been no death certificate, no obituary still. I don't get that. Even, like when you have any kind of a, like a wake or anything like that, there's usually a funeral home and a directory, and I've checked everyone I could find in the vicinity, and nothing. I see nothing nowhere. And usually an obituary is the easiest thing to find for somebody.
Right.
If you look on Facebook, somebody that's passed, you can usually always just type their name in obituary and you'll see 3 of them.
Right.
Not for him.
Charlie says it's Hayes, not Hiltz.
Are you shitting me? Why would he do that? I mean, he is probably the beta in the relationship, so I could see that. She got his ass trained pretty well.
Oh, right here. Says Hiltz said himself on his live about the name change, saying is one thing, actually legally making that change is another.
So he's looking for an alias is what he's using it for then. Right?
Probably.
What it sounds like to me.
Melissa says, I didn't do an obituary for my husband.
Okay. I mean, I'm not saying there has to be one, but I know people's really tried to find a death certificate. And I thought that was like you could get those from Freedom of Information after so long, and I've not seen that.
Right.
What's your thoughts about Jose sending Jeffy $650 in his phone from Alaska? The phone he claimed was in the ocean. I think, I don't know if that's true. It's a weird thing to do. I don't see why you would send a phone if it had some kind of information on it to somebody else. That would make no sense to me. So, and it come from Jeffy, who's with Andrew and.
Oh wow! Read this, John.
Up a business in Mexico called Summerwells, Jose Esquire. It's a refrigeration. Really?
Brandy, look it up real quick for us. Please, ma'am.
What's it on?
On Google.
Summerwells, Jose Esquire.
What's wrong?
Summerwells, Jose Esquire. Summer A. Wells. Miss Wells represents the council's individual company employers.
They said it might be Jose Roman Esquire.
Okay. Summer Wells, Jose Roman Esquire. You want to know what's weird? The first video that come up's mine.
Really?
Then JLR's.
Are you looking under Google?
Yes. Universal Beauties. I don't see nothing like that. See, I'm Googling.
Yeah. I see it.
I mean, and now let's think about this too. You know, if there's something shifty going on, you're not going to be naming shit, stuff like that.
Right.
It just don't make sense. You know, people are not going to try to leave clues if they can help it.
I agree.
I wish it was that easy. We would have something figured out by now. Right?
Most definitely. Most definitely. Okay, guys. Is there any other questions? We're hitting the 2-hour mark here, so.
Andrew Hilton will come up and click on his name, appears with the change. Well, he's doing shit for attention, y'all. I'm telling you. I'm over Andrew. You see my interview. You can't get a damn true word out of his mouth. I don't know how you can learn anything from him.
Oh, Messy Jessie found it.
I see it. It's an address in Santo Domingo. Okay. I mean, what are you going to do with that? Google. Hey, Jesse, go to Google Maps and hit the roadside view and see what it looks like.
I don't know. There was a woman called Don B or emailed Don B one time, John, and asked him if he would take and go down to Mexico because she knew exactly where Summer was at. But he needed to go search this town.
Yeah. I've gotten weird shit too. I keep getting people trying to tell me that that picture, I got like 3 people that talk about the milk jug picture still and seeing stuff in it.
Yeah.
And I've looked and looked and looked and looked and looked, and I can't see it.
Have you watched Feet Fables?
No.
I'm telling y'all, I don't think there's really anything to it. Either that person is really wacko, because it is creepy.
Yes,
but they're
it's
either
creepy.
really wacko, they are either making a lot of money, or they're the most brilliant person trying to find missing kids. Because think of how many people has went in there and watched that.
Yeah.
Just by people saying it's creepy, go look at it. They're getting damn views like crazy.
Thank you, Nana. And that's exactly why they did it. You know? Because it has Michael Vaughn's name in there, too.
It has Angel Overstreet.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, people do shit for weird reasons, you know? And I think I agree with you. Look how much publicity that shit has gotten.
Exactly.
From what they did. Just by putting them names in that. I've been there. Nana's been there. I bet damn near half of y'all have probably seen it. You know? It's like the sick shit with the shoes. Did you see the shoes?
Yeah, I saw the shoes.
The missing pictures on the inside of the tongue. What good's that going to do? Nobody
$200
can see
a pair.
Yeah.
$200 a pair.
It's sick people that do that shit, you know it? And I guarantee you, Nana, I guarantee you those have sold some.
Oh, I'll guarantee it.
At $200 a pair.
People have probably bought a pair with every picture in it.
It's crazy. You know, that's who you should be talking about exploiting, not people on YouTube making videos. People making shoes selling for $200 a pair.
Right.
That's exploiting. Saw a video on that about a red rum and drugs. It was business. I thought it was a car wash. Look for a car wash in the Dominican Republic. The Benny Key shoes. Was it Benny that he showed them? I didn't think he was in on it, was he?
I thought Tim Mullen was the one that did it. The
That's
shoes.
what I thought. I don't know. All that shit's just noise anyway.
It
It's
is. It's
press.
people just like Jody Sue screaming her head off trying to get the attention. It's all of them screaming their heads off trying to get attention.
Yeah.
Trying to exploit the missing child just so they can get clicks and views. Go ahead.
I was going to tell you now, I think what I'm going to start doing, what I've already started doing is, you know, when there ain't really nothing positive you can put out, is I'm just going to make whatever video, and I'm going to always add 2 or 3 or 4 missing kids at the end with their pictures and stuff. I think that's a way we can kind of help now until something happens that there's a way to go, you know.
Right.
And you never know. I want to start looking for more cases that aren't as known, and maybe try to give that some attention too by putting. If we just put their picture up and the contact and, you know, a little bit of information, you never know, man. You know,
Right.
Some pizza dude could be watching one of our videos and see a kid and be like, "Damn, that looks just like the kid that was in that house that I delivered to before, and there never was a kid." You never know.
Oh, I have one request before we start closing up shop here, okay? There is, I will send you the information, John, but I would like for you to help me look into this. There's 2 little boys that supposedly went missing out of Sevierville, Tennessee. That I found the divorce paper, or not divorce papers, it was DHS was taking the parental rights away from the mother. Now, one little boy was 7 and one little boy was 4. They were only, the 4-year-old is the only one that was in the court papers. But they both went missing. But it's through the TBI, so I know it's not a fake thing. But that's all the information you can find on them.
Did they disappear with one of the parents or no?
No,
So it's not a custodial thing.
I don't know. Like I said, they were reported missing, and then like right after they were reported missing or something, it was time for them to go to court. I'm assuming the dad had custody of them, but they were only taking the parental rights of the youngest child away from the mom. Why not both kids?
That's weird, ain't it?
And there has been a rumor out there that they were found, but they really haven't ever been found.
Yeah, send me the names and stuff, and I'll help you look.
Okay, because I would really like to check into that.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
Andrew and Luca Green, I believe is their names. Or yeah, I think that's what it is.
Well, just text it to me later. I won't
will.
remember that shit. Okay.
All right, guys. If y'all have one last question for John, real quick.
Good night,
John.
Dana Kay.
Thank you for coming, John. Thank you so much.
Hold on, Suzette put one I wanted to answer.
All right.
John, what do you think about all the stuff JLR is putting out? I didn't like what he put out. I think it was today. It had to do with Summers Brothers, and I think you just need to leave that shit alone. Everybody.
Oh, let me tell you something. I was on the phone with Jen when that came out, and I started going off, and I said, if he releases where those boys are at, he's going to be. I said, if nothing else, John Davis will walk to wherever JLR's at and kick his ass. I promise you.
I don't know why he even made that, and I just wish people would just leave them the hell alone.
Tina Woodworth said that in the comments, there was a CPS worker in the comments and commented that he does not realize what he's already done. Just by doing that video, more than likely, they're going to have to move those boys now.
Why he did that, I don't know. And why he had to throw their picture up in the thumbnail. Quit putting up their picture. Stop it.
Right.
Let them have a chance. Quit it. Just leave them the hell alone. I'm so tired of that shit.
And what's so bad is he wouldn't mention their names. He wouldn't say who he was talking about, but he put their picture up.
Yeah.
Duh.
Why
then
that
he was-
even had to be made is beyond me. But I tell you what, and you're right. If that would have been a dachshund, you know how I feel about that.
I know.
And that was bullshit. It was total bullshit. And I've been trying to give people a chance. You know that. I've been trying to not judge people on what other people say about them, just judge them on what I see. And
Right.
I was trying to have an open mind when it come to him. And then I seen that bullshit, and I was like, yeah, I don't know why he would do that. I don't
They
know.
wanted the clicks because he knew people would click on it to see if he actually doxed them.
Yeah.
Because he's smart enough to know. I mean, he said it in the video. There would have been some bad consequences for him had he have doxed them kids. But the thing about it is he did anyways because now everybody's going to be looking for him.
Why throw the thumbnail up? He acts like he's not going to say their names, not going to, he acts so like, I'm not going to put nothing out there, but you showed their picture.
Exactly. I'm not a big fan anyways, you know that.
No, I'm not either. And like I said, I've been trying to give people a chance and not judge them. And then that shit happens, and that's enough for me not to like somebody. I'm sorry. They've been through enough. Yes, Lisa, you are exactly right, and they deserve privacy. I don't talk about them anymore until somebody else does, and I try not to even then, but I'm so sick of people just won't leave it alone.
Well, the thing about it is if they wind up having to move those boys now, which they're more than likely going to have to because everybody's going to be trying to find them, then they're having to be uprooted again and placed somewhere else, which is not helping them at all.
I also question if he really knows or if he's just doing that for a video. You don't know that he even knows.
Right.
And regardless, if he does, if he don't, he shouldn't have done that. That was low class. It was uncalled for.
Oh, Discovering Truth said it was JLR that interviewed. I'm going to call her Becca. Her name is not Coleslaw. If she's Andy's girlfriend, she's not a side dish. She's not with his old lady anymore. Her name is Becca. Please try to show her some respect. And I mean, I'm not being mean or anything, guys. I'm just saying, how would you feel if somebody stuck some kind of nasty name like that on you?
I thought that was like her nickname that she even went by. I didn't realize that's what that was for a long time.
Yeah, Jody Sue gave that to her because she was the side dish.
Well, what's Jody Sue, the leftovers?
No, she's the main dish, or thinks she is.
She wished.
But that's the point. She's not the main dish anymore, so therefore, Becca can't be a side dish.
That's right.
And if I'm getting her name wrong, then I apologize, but at least it's better than Coleslaw.
Yeah.
Thank you, Versi. Thank you so much, sweetheart. One day, Versi, I'm going to get you up here on this panel. I would love to see what she looks like.
Yeah. I know Versi. Versi's been in my stuff quite a few times. Versi DeRossi. Is that how you say it?
DeRossit.
DeRossi.
There's two T's. That's a sit.
DeRossi.
Fine.
Ask her. Ask her if I ain't saying it right.
Is it an E or a
DeRossi.
T?
Versi, I'm saying it right, ain't I? Guess what, Nana and John Davidson, Brandy? Guess what? What, Lisa?
What, Lisa? What, Lisa? What? What?
In just a minute.
Percy, you have to tell us which way you're supposed to say it.
I can't leave until she does.
I know, discovering truth. I know you wasn't meaning any disrespect.
Oh, thank you,
Oh,
Lisa.
thank you, Lisa.
I thought she's getting ready to tell us y'all are idiots and have no clue. Why am I watching this shit?
She wouldn't do that to me. She actually took an oath when she became my mod.
See, I can't see who's mods and who ain't.
I know for some reason it don't show up on my computer either. If it wasn't for the simple fact that I know who I modded and I've wrote it down so many times. There was somebody came in my chat one time trying to tell me they were one of my mods. I'm like, you're crazy. Thank you, Lisa, for appreciation. We greatly, how would you say that, John? We like it when people appreciate what we're trying to do.
Yes, we greatly appreciate the thought.
Yes.
Leftovers with a side of wart, JDTC. Ugh. I heard some craziness, man.
Spit the
Ugh.
right handshake.
First, he ain't never going to tell us if I said it right or not, is she?
No, evidently she ain't.
She's keeping that shit close to the vest.
Come on, Bercy.
Man, I think I'm going to go straight mohawk. What do you think?
I think you can pull it off. I really do.
Come on,
Maybe
Bertie.
Maybe you need to let it all grow out, keep the sides short, and braid down the back.
That's what Brandy wants. How convenient.
Because it looks like Uhtred.
We appreciate that you
Jesse.
appreciate our appreciation. Jesse, I'll be right with you after I get off here.
Jesse, don't you let him do that now.
You're grounded. Color of the top of it, John?
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
What color you think? Red? My son would never go nowhere with me if I did that.
Steph Hammond says April C has a great question. Have you checked the metadata?
Maybe. See what Suzette said, Nana?
Where?
Great Life guys, are we going to get a big bang in the night?
No, we're not going to go great tonight.
Versi must have hung up after she did that.
She must have.
Man, now we're never going to know. I'm going to go now.
Wait a minute. How do you spell it? And I'm going to look it up.
Oh, bullshit. I don't care how you look it up. I want to hear Versi tell me yes or no. I'm not going
Okay, well, that's fine. But I'm going to look it up.
April C., email me if you're real good with that.
Oh, yeah, she is. She's found some stuff out about the June 4th video. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. That was the June 15th video.
Or the 14th
or it was the 4th.
All right, Nan, I'm going to go.
All right. Tell Brandy I said good night.
Okay.
Thank you for coming, John.
Thank you, Nana. Everybody, thanks for having us. We'll see you later, okay? Me and Brandy might do a live Sunday.
Huh?
We might do a live Sunday. I've been thinking about it. I'll let you know.
All right.
I'll see you later.
Jesse says frost the tips.
I've done that before. I might do that again.
Good night, everybody. Glad you guys were here.
See you, Nana.
Bye, darling. We will see you guys on the next one. Have a great night, guys. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to say your prayers and pray for the kids, okay? Love your kids, pet your parents, and feed your goldfish.